Hello and welcome. That's right, Ronaldo. Time is ticking. And this is your host, Razor MK, back again with a Fatal Fury guide of the one of the most unique characters in this game, Mr. CR7 himself, Ronaldo. So with that, guys, I seen people play Ronaldo and all that stuff. I started playing Ronaldo, and I will admit though, Ronaldo's very unique. I'm so impressed on how well he plays in this game. I know some people say, Ronaldo's good, but he's not the best. I think Ronaldo is really strong, like so strong that he can probably change a lot of metas into Fatal Fury. I mean, a lot of Fatal Fury would be like Kane, the Hotaru, and all that stuff, but including the DJ. But I think Ronaldo is one of those characters that can break the meta with his unique gameplay. But with that say, let's get started on why I think Ronaldo is good. And it could be a guide and all that stuff, but like I said before, let's get started. So, one thing you guys will notice that Ronaldo to me is a very momentum based character. What I mean by that is he is a true momentum based character. I mean, depending on how you play him or anything, even though some of your opponents may not respect Ronaldo, believe me, Ronaldo's pretty strong. Not just because his combo game, but his own trapping mechanic or frame trap with the energy soccer ball. But with that, I just show you a few basic things you can do with Ronaldo without doing specials and all that stuff. But this is not what makes Ronaldo, one of the most unique characters in the game. No, his unique gameplay is dealing with the little football. So with that and all that stuff. So one thing I can notice that some Ronaldo players don't do, they don't do the little, the slow walking that Ronaldo does. With the slow walking, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. Like, that's where his momentum gains happens. Like, I can run, then I can just slow down with Ronaldo, do that little slow walk. It gives me little space and little patience with the players if they're want to rush down with you, and it can slow the tempo down with some of these rush down characters like Terry, Rock, or anyone. But one thing I noticed that Ronaldo he don't have like true combos without the soccer ball, but he does got a little cross up with the whole foot thing right there and all that stuff. But there's one thing you can notice that what makes Ronaldo special is the ball. But there's a lot of great things you can do with Ronaldo. You can open up a lot of things with Ronaldo. Man. So let's get started with a few things with Ronaldo, okay? One thing that will differentiate you as a Ronaldo player and to the good ones is where to place the soccer ball. Like when you want to use the soccer ball and all that stuff, like the ball placement and all that stuff. When you want to kick the ball or juggle the ball, all that stuff. So with Ronaldo, this can be kind of tricky if you're starting to playing as Ronaldo. But once you understand how things goes with the where the ball goes and all that stuff, it's really is easy. I promise you. So with this, like if you want to do the air combos like I'm doing with the ball, you gotta use the heavy button for the ball to go up in the air and all that stuff. But one thing I notice sometimes, like when you kick the ball with Ronaldo, it depends on a lot of things, like what angle it goes to and all that stuff. Think of Beerus from Dragon Ball FireZ when you're doing this. And yes, you can use your own hands on on the soccer ball, which I found it kind of funny. And it does take practice and timing to understand with Ronaldo, because if you miss the ball, you will whiff. and the ball won't go nowhere. And it could be good on certain things like fake out your opponents and all that stuff. Do a feint kick or whatever. You know what I mean? But one thing I noticed that I see don't see a lot of Ronaldo players do. Like, I do see them when they knock the opponent down. They'll use the little air thing, the air football, where he kicks it up, and all that stuff, and they'll keep on the pressure. But instead, they don't back away or anything because they could just, use a wake up super or wake up invincible moves. You know what I mean? But I do see some Ronaldo players be very patient too. So if for example, if I do that, and I was like, oh sweet, I got the football and I kicked it up, and they're trying to get up. If they block it, I can just wait and just grab them. And the thing with Ronaldo's grab is you can just grab them. But one thing I do like is a lot of Ronaldo. His moveset is all based on soccer moves and all that stuff. So his bicycle kick is very, very cool looking to look at. I'm trying to think. I think the heavy version is a invincible, while the EX is not. Which it could be. It's sort of is unique. You know what I mean? But the cool thing about the bicycle kick is you do get the break move and you can extend combos like that. But the cool part is if you do the bicycle kick with the soccer ball, you will hit the soccer ball too. So that is unique too. But the cool thing about the EX is you can extend the combo with the bicycle kick with the either the rev blow or I'm trying to think of another way you can do it, because like I've been recording this and I'm always having a few brain fogs here and there, but that's the only great part about the bicycle kick is that you can extend combos to supers, whatever, you know what I mean? And the thing is that if Ronaldo decided, hey, like if Ronaldo reads you, he will do a bicycle kick. I promise you that. Like I think the light version is the invincible version of this. I think it is. Yeah. Because the heavy version does that little flip kick, while the EX does the flip kick, and while the flip kick will give him a ground bounce. I remember now. But one thing I noticed that some people will not consider Ronaldo very good is that Ronaldo's combo game is very limited with the bicycle kick, in which that's fair to say if you're a beginner Ronaldo player. But an expert Ronaldo player will use his bicycle kick with the soccer ball to extend the combo or anything, you know what I mean? And I know so many people will be like, well, we know how Ronaldo plays because we did a trial, we understand, how he combos and how the ball works. But the other thing that I don't see Ronaldo players do is doing something without the ball, like for example that move right there, where he does a little soccer drill kicks and all that stuff. But this move right there is very good for many reasons. Like it can set you up with the little football thing I've been doing right here and all that stuff. But one thing I will tell you guys is once you do that little trick, it can open up with the combo. Like for example, the heavy kick can open up with the when your opponent's crouching and all that stuff. And to extend the combo can be a little tricky, but with practice, I think you could be a good Ronaldo player. But there's a lot of cool things with Ronaldo, man. It's just I'm still doing different stuff with Ronaldo, but it's just it takes time to really master him. But I'm trying to think of many ways of unlocking Ronaldo's full potential, because I don't think the I think the Japanese players in this game or respect Ronaldo and all that stuff. While I think the American players not so much, but I think Ronaldo is good. I mean, my goodness, like the stuff he can do is monstrous. One thing I'm doing is the little football kick and all that stuff. This is like a projectile, you know. Not much. You just play little footsies and all that stuff. Get your opponents to do whatever. But one thing I will say, after you kick the ball, you can set it up doing the little football stance right there and all that stuff, and then it will fake a lot of the players out because of he's not going to kick the football, he's going to kick it up, and they will do a projectile and then all that stuff. But one thing I noticed is that Ronaldo does have some type of cooldowns with the soccer, because it can be more like it can be more than once. It got to allow the football to disappear. The only way the football can disappear, or soccer ball can disappear, is if it hits the ground. That's the only thing you can use that as. Again, like there's so many tricks you can do with Ronaldo's soccer ball, football, whatever you guys want to call it. But right here, the EX of that is very unique. Why? Because not only the ball change color red, you can juggle the ball with Ronaldo. With good timing and practice and good spacing, you can just do this, hit this, and boom. You know what I mean? It's a very great setup with Ronaldo. But the only problem is, it revs up your rev gauge. You know what I mean? Revving it up your rev gauge. That's the only downside about this move. But everything else has a universal projectile, setting up with the soccer ball and all that stuff, set up for like tricks, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just good, man. It really is. I don't see a lot of Ronaldo do this because of the rev gauge, going up. But for example, if these players block this, you can just keep going with the pressure and all that stuff. Like, boom, kick. Oh, look. He thought I was going to kick the football, but instead get low. Like, there's so much mix-up you can do with Ronaldo with that, with the kickball. Kickball. When you kick the soccer ball. But it's just I know a lot of y'all think, why am I not going to advance or whatever? I'm just trying to, break it down to something very simple for everyone to follow. You know what I mean? But one thing I noticed is that Ronaldo don't have a good. Well, he does got a way to open up with characters crouching with the bicycle kick and that little cross-up moves that he does with his jumping attacks, whatever. But when you try to do the rev and do the dodging mechanic, Ronaldo don't have a good one. It's very slow and start whatsoever. And a lot of these players can do like crouching and all that stuff and overheads. Like, some people's overheads are a little bit faster than Ronaldo's overheads. That's what I'm trying to get at. But one thing I noticed is when you try to do a kickball thing, you know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit. It is going to be tricky, but if they crouch like that, you could do what I was doing. Do that and then do the cross up and then do the kick. Because they're going to expect they are going to expect the soccer ball more than anything. And then if they do try to get up, you could do the slide. It's like I said, Ronaldo is scary. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to sound like a broken record to this point. I mean, my goodness. But one thing I noticed is that even if with all that blocking and all that stuff, you can really open up with Ronaldo. Even if they do rev block, whatever, you know what I mean? They can do a lot of great things, you know what I mean? Whew, man, it's something, man. This really is something. So I'm thinking, even though I'm doing this or very long stuff with Ronaldo, It's just there's a lot of great things you can do with him. Like boom, like hey man, you're in the corner. I'm just gonna press you with this and some of this and juggle the football, soccer ball, whatever. You know what I mean? And then sometimes if they block it with that, you could just do a grab. Like, huh? Who's seen that coming? You know? Nobody. And I always going to say Ronaldo is one of those characters that's so tricky that sometimes, man, you got to be on your P's and Q's on what type of mix-up he can do. And if you're not, then Ronaldo will wipe you out with a few touches. Like the combo game is not what makes Ronaldo scary. It's the pressure game, like the mix-up game, the ball, everything. That's what makes Ronaldo so scary. I don't know, and I don't know if he can beat Kane on his like keepaways and all that stuff. Because Kane is a strong character, but I just feel like Ronaldo can tip the scales on what the meta is becoming right now. But, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if Hotaru tried to do her kicks, okay, it can reflect Ronaldo's soccer ball right to him. But it doesn't mean nothing, you know what I mean? Like, Ronaldo, I mean, even if you try to reflect it, Ronaldo will just try to counter you with something. But one thing I noticed, okay, so, guys, with the whole football thing, I want you guys to look at this. Look what I'm doing. Like when I kick the football up with that rev gauge, or without the EX thing with the football, it's like if you hold the kick button with the EX when he kicks the ball in the air, it does it's weird though. It does a aggressive angle and goes even further than most things. I promise you guys. I promise you guys, if you try out Ronaldo and go to training mode, and even if you don't believe me, I got the command keys right here to make sure you guys understand what button I hit and anything. But with the soccer ball kick in the air, if you hold it, the soccer ball without the EX version will go a little bit higher than normal, and it's very funny too. And then with the EX, it goes with an angle. Like if you don't hold it, it'll go like very high angle and falls down. But the EX version, he kicks up like an aggressive angle and goes further than the if you don't hold it. Like if you hold it, it goes further than you not holding it at all. Oh man, and yes, and it's just me, just trying out different things with Ronaldo, with the soccer ball and all that stuff. And it takes lab, like you can lab with this all you want. But one thing you can understand is if you don't try to lab this or understand how to do a little ball placement, you will get cream online. And there's one thing I can say is if you guys get stuck on a character like Ronaldo, just practice. Understand what the basic is with Ronaldo. But one thing for a fact though, you want to get the understanding on where to place the ball and all that stuff. So with that say, I'm going to skip this and do the trick with the ball. Okay, so I know a lot of y'all want the ball trick. So give me a second. Now right here, fellas and gals, is just I want you guys to take a look at what I'm doing with the little ball trick. Okay, watch. So right here, if you see me kick the ball in the air, give a second and watch. Watch how many times I can juggle this and how many times I can fake you guys out. You see what I mean? Like this is such a funny move that I laugh so many times. If you try to juggle this, like when you juggle it, you're being fancy with it, like really fancy. And the cool part is, even though the juggle is pretty cool, I think of this right here. I always do this, and I just when I juggle like this, it's just faking people out. Like it gives these guys like, what is he doing? Is he going to do this? He's going to do that? Is he going to do? It really messes people's heads. Like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? I will just fireball him or anything. Because the funny part is it does character with like fireballs and all that stuff. They will shoot a fireball, and just in case they do, you could just jump out of it. You know what I mean? It's so funny. So one thing I could tell you guys is if you guys don't hold the kick button when you guys do it, it'll do like it's like if you really seen how long I hold the button while you kick it, look, boom, huh. It's just unique with Ronaldo. Like I got so many different tricks with this. It's funny. Like I know there's a lot of Ronaldo guys that won't show the tricks, but I'm trying to do wherever I can to level up your guys' gameplay. You know what I mean? But one thing I do is I do what I can. You know what I mean? To help as much as I can. Even though it may not be tournament level, whatever, it's just I want to show you guys like a lot of cool stuff with this. So what I mean, look at this. This is I just love doing that. It's so funny. It's just boom boom, and yeah, it will disappear. It will disappear, and I thought, wow, it disappeared. I did not know that. So, like, even though Ronaldo can be juggling for a while, but it will disappear. But then this will see that what makes this such a scary move. So with this, when you kick the football, if you don't hold it, Ronaldo will just do a normal kick. But if you hold it, Ronaldo gonna kick it slightly higher. But like I said before, the EX version will get like an aggressive angle. Like if you don't hold it, it'll kick it like a lob. And like if you go to if I go to neutral, like me and Terry right here, and I'm in my neutral, like the beginning of the fight whatsoever. If I do the EX, it will, and I don't hold it, it will miss Terry 9 out of 10 times. But if I hold it, it will hit Terry. But there's a lot of great funny parts you could do with Ronaldo. Like I love doing some weird tricks with Ronaldo with the football because it's just this right here makes Ronaldo such a fun character to try it out, play as, and you know what I mean? And then once you win with Ronaldo, it's like, yeah, I won with Ronaldo not just by, spamming. I won by pure skill, and I'm just trapping and leveling up my gameplay with Ronaldo. But one thing you could do for a fake out move is that little thumbs up with Ronaldo. It's so funny. So one thing I could tell you guys, if you guys hold it, the ball will kick even higher, and you can do these little air tricks with Ronaldo. I mean, really, really cool air tricks with Ronaldo. So one thing I noticed that a lot of people just don't understand. They feel like, oh, I just need to get in with Ronaldo, do like the basic stuff, do what everyone does and all that stuff, and that's not really how you want to play the character. You can try it, but you're going to figure out that Ronaldo's not one trick pony. I mean, like I said before, he's a momentum heavy character, and depends on you as the player and the opponents. Because if the opponents don't respect Ronaldo, then you got to make them respect Ronaldo with the ball tricks I'm showing and all that stuff. Learn how to combo when you do have the ball, and this is what's going to make it break it to you as a Ronaldo player is how you're going to juggle the ball, how you're going to place the ball. If you're going to place the ball here and here, are you going to fake them out whatsoever? You know what I mean? It's everything what you guys do as a Ronaldo player, which Which it's funny though, you know what I mean? I keep saying this. I keep saying that. I sound like a broken record right now, but that's one thing that is going to differentiate you as other Ronaldo player is the ball placement. Like, can you combo without the ball with Ronaldo? Yes, you can. Can you combo with Ronaldo with the ball? Yes, you can. It's just, it's just going to take time and practice and all that stuff. And I know some people don't have enough time to practice, but that's what my guide is trying to do. You know, is try to help the players that don't have the time to do this, but to help them to understand how it works, how these characters work, and understand how these players work. I mean, it's interesting though that there's a lot of great things you can do with Ronaldo, but it's just I feel like if a fight game guys don't tell you or you know pro players will tell you this is how you play Ronaldo and all that stuff, and you know, and you got the feelings like, man, that's not how Ronaldo really should be played as. But you know, but people will listen because you know they're pro players, man. What do a pro player know that a casual like me don't know? But the thing is, like, I may be a casual, but I put in time and effort to understand these characters, how they work, and all that stuff. And I may not do the most advanced stuff in the world, but I understand on a lot of basics and all that stuff. And I just feel like if I can, you know, it's just like me and every other guides in King of Fighter. It's just one of the many guides that you can listen to. You could take a like with a grain of salt and say, oh, this guy's not helpful. This guy's not, you know, meaningful. That's fine. You know what I mean? But it's just the idea that I don't see a lot of video game guides of on teaching some people. But right here, like I said before, watch. I didn't hold the kick button. Look at the bottom right here. Watch this. I didn't hold the kick button. I hold the kick button. This will hit Terry in a neutral space every single time. I promise you that. And that is so unique. I promise you. I promise you. If you don't believe me, go to Ronaldo right now, hold the kick button, and you will understand. Like really, the ball hits up. When I hold it gets an aggressive angle. That is so funny. And this what makes it with Ronaldo. Like if you get a hard knockdown, you can set this up to the point where if they do like a invincible move or special moves, even though they might go through the ball, 9 out of 10 times it might you know they might get hit by the soccer ball. And who knows, the football might hit them, you know what I mean? It's just it's so weird though. Like I will keep saying it, this is one of the weirdest stuff about Ronaldo is the ball. You could do the little trick shots. Like little trick shots like that is just so unique about Ronaldo. And then with that, it's like, hey, I could do the little dribbling move, the little soccer drill move, and whatsoever. It's just, oh my gosh, there's so many things you could open up with Ronaldo. It's just so hard not to do a guide and be concise with the guide with Ronaldo. It's so hard not to make a guide with Ronaldo to shorten it to 10 minutes. This is probably be my longest guide with Ronaldo is because what you could do with the soccer ball. That's what makes Ronaldo so unique. And I feel like he gets underutilized a lot because of nowadays in fighting games, it's like who does the most damage in a combo, who can do the nasty setups and all that stuff. But here's the funny part: Ronaldo can do all these nasty setups like these fighting game pros want. But I feel like he's gonna get underutilized so much that you're not gonna see a lot of Ronaldos. You're gonna see a lot of Hotarus. You're gonna see a lot of Kanes. You might see a few Preachers, and you might see Marco Rodriguez. or Kushnu butt. You know what I mean? But but and I know the meta will be forever changing, but I just feel like Ronaldo's going to be the most underutilized of the top tiers because they'll say, oh, Ronaldo's a B tier, Ronaldo's is a C tier, but I think Ronaldo in tier list, if I do if I if I really went to a tournament and all that stuff, and I won with Ronaldo, and they told me what would Ronaldo be ranking, I would say an A tier. He's an A tier character that takes a lot of work and understanding and all that stuff. Just think about, I think about a lot of things with competitive Fatal Fury is that Ronaldo is going to get underutilized. It's just because, Ronaldo isn't your typical character where you can just pick it up and just dominate with him. You gotta put in work and time with this man, and the stuff he can do is just phenomenal. I mean, I can do a combo video with Ronaldo, but I just feel like the combo videos can't do Ronaldo justice on what he can do without combos. Without combos, Ronaldo's is good. He's so good with or without combos. And it might be, I don't know, man. It's just, I think a lot of tier lists will say Ronaldo is strong, but they won't make him to an A tier. They're going to put the S tier to Kane, S tier for Hotaru, all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, Hotaru is strong. Because Hotaru can do some combos that most characters can. Or Hotaru got some good, rewards for those combos. But I just feel like if with enough time and enough meta, or anyone that's interested in the game and want to cook with Ronaldo, believe me, this man is unrealized now. But I feel like this man can cook the meta right now on how strong his gameplay is. Like, I consider Ronaldo, like I said before, a momentum-based character just because a lot of his movesets and what you can do with Ronaldo. I mean, even if you don't have the most advanced combos in the world, does not mean Ronaldo is a bad character. And I just feel like I'm not dissing on competitive players, but I just feel like there's some things that I know, and there's some things that I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm trying to get at is I think a lot of competitive players will just look at Ronaldo and say, well, you got to do this here, here, and here, and here, and that's it. No, there's many ways you can try with Ronaldo, but I just feel like what I'm doing is how I will play as Ronaldo. I will play very patient too and learn a few of the unique soccer tricks with Ronaldo. And you know what I mean? Yeah, you can get in with Ronaldo like every other fighting game players. But the only problem is I kind of wish that could actually dribble. But likewise, as I am doing right now, even though I'm making a guide of this, I'm still trying to discover many tricks with every character in this game, and I will try and finish the character guide for this game, King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown. I will try my best to finish this. Heck, I will try my best to finish Grand Blue, but let's just hope I do got enough time to do Fatal Fury, you know what I mean? I want to get in more matches and stream, but if I'm busy most of the time, I probably won't have time for doing streaming and all that stuff. But I will at least stream sometimes, you know what I mean? And I will try to put in work for these characters. But I will try to put it as like a long tier, not a long tier, but I will try to put at least my character a respectable rank, because there's one thing I notice is that and I noticed this about the fighting game community, And I don't know why. I don't know why. They feel like if you're a high rank, you know a lot more stuff than most of the players. Which, is somewhat true, somewhat not true. You know what I mean? You could be a high ranked player, but you still won't understand the game. You can put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into a game. You probably won't understand. You know what I mean? You just do it because, hey, I like playing this character because this character is here, 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 and it fits my playstyle. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing I just found it kind of annoying sometimes, that you can make a guide about these things. You can make a detailed guide about these things. And they'll just look at you as like, why are you making a guide of this? You're not a pro player. You're not a high ranked player. But like mini games I play, I put in so much hours into one, and the only way I can prove that I'm a good player is to go up the rank and just go and be the highest ranked player in this game. That's the only way. I feel like that's the only way for me to get audience or understand my credibility as a fighting game player, is to have these high level gameplays or high level plays or high level of everything. But likewise I say or anything. I know this is a little rant, all that stuff, but anyway, guys, I hope this guide or whatever I say about Ronaldo does help you improve with Ronaldo and what you can do with Ronaldo. I mean, a lot of great things with Ronaldo is this. If I might do a combo video with Ronaldo, with the ball, without the ball, it's just gonna be there. You know what I mean? But right now I'm working on the DJ guy. Who else? I am working on Hotaru guide because heaven forbid that a lot of people want to know how Hotaru plays and all that stuff. But before I go, there's a few weaknesses about Ronaldo that I want to say is with the ball, without the ball, Ronaldo's combo ability is limited, but with the ball, Ronaldo's combos gets a little complicated, and it's more of how does this work or this work, that work, and it's gonna take you guys a while to understand how Ronaldo can be played. You know what I mean? Not saying it's a good thing, not saying it's a bad thing, but not saying it's a bad thing nor a good thing. It's just it depends on player on player. You know what I mean? Then once you understand the combos on certain balls with Ronaldo, it just like, man, this is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I will at least try to put a few like a few combo videos on certain characters. But Ronaldo's combo video, it's gonna be weird. It is gonna be weird if I try to do a combo video with Ronaldo. But okay, guys. With that say, I've been on long enough. Sorry with the rant and all that stuff, but I just get tired of people underutilize characters, or don't. I don't say understand the character, but just like saying this character isn't good because this is this, even though this character does got this, but no one is even trying to understand the character. But okay, guys. With that say, if you find the video kind of helpful and enlightening, leave a like. Subscribe if you don't want to miss any SNK content, fighting game content from yours truly. Also, guys, if you want to, or you got any videos that you want me to make or try to make, like for example, you want me to do a Ronaldo combo, I can do a few guides and all that stuff, but just know that the DJ is going to come first with the guides, with the combo, and I will give you a guide on how to do certain things with it. Okie dokie, you got a deal? Alrighty. Okay, guys, with that said, this is your host, Razor MK, signing out. And I will catch you guys, give it time, next time.